How do I get a traffic ticket dismissal? The process of dismissing a traffic ticket can vary depending on your location, though there are generally a few different ways to go about the process. In some jurisdictions you are able to request a ticket dismissal in writing, though this is not commonly granted. The other way involves requesting a hearing or court date. In many cases, all you need for a traffic ticket dismissal is for the issuing officer to fail to show up for the hearing. If he does appear, then you will need to make a case for dismissal, either by having done the appropriate research or retaining the services of a lawyer. Your first step to successfully achieving a traffic ticket dismissal can occur immediately after you are pulled over by the police. At this point you should be cooperative and polite, but it is wise to not admit guilt. Accepting the ticket is typically not an admission of guilt, though informing the officer that you are aware of your infraction usually is. After you have received the ticket, you can usually request a copy of the police report. This information will be important if you need to argue your case before a judge or magistrate. Some jurisdictions allow you to send a written request for a traffic dismissal, typically to a district attorney's office, though you may need to research the specific process for your area. If the responsible party agrees to dismiss the ticket, then that is the end of the process. In most cases you will be denied and will have to progress to a hearing or court date before a magistrate, judge, or other official. Before your court date, you may want to retain legal services. A lawyer can typically help you identify any important parts of the law and may increase the likelihood of getting your ticket dismissed. You will otherwise need to read over the applicable statutes yourself and compare them with your ticket and the police report or officer's notes. If there are any discrepancies, make note of them for when you need to argue your case. When the time for your hearing arrives, it is important to be punctual and present yourself in a professional manner. If the officer that issued your original ticket does not show up at the hearing for any reason, this is often grounds for immediate ticket dismissal. You will otherwise need to fall back on your research. If you can point out any discrepancies in the ticket or notes that the officer made about the incident, you may be granted a ticket dismissal.